Origins.
In 1692, a woman was executed in Massachusetts for witchcraft. She insists she was innocent.
She had been accused of working with dark forces. Many believed witches lived among them. For centuries, people believed witches were real. But where did that idea begin?
Long before Salem, people feared harmful magic. Many cultures believed curses could cause illness or disaster. In ancient societies, some people claimed to control unseen forces. They were sometimes feared as sorcerers.
Some early civilizations even created laws against sorcery. Punishments could be severe.
The Greeks and Romans also feared magical curses. Stories of witches appeared in their myths and writings.
But the idea of witches changed dramatically during the Middle Ages. Religion began to shape the belief.
Medieval leaders began linking witchcraft to the devil. This belief changed how accusations were treated.
Witches were no longer just people using magic. They were believed to be servants of evil.
By the 1400s, witch hunts began across Europe. Thousands of people were accused. In 1487, a book called the Malleus Maleficarum was published. It became a guide for identifying witches.
The book helped spread fear across Europe. Soon, witch trials became common.
By the late 1400s, witch hunts had begun across parts of Europe. Local courts started investigating suspected witches.
Many accusations began with simple suspicion. Neighbors reported strange behavior or bad luck.
Illness, storms, or failed crops were sometimes blamed on witches. Fear made these accusations spread quickly.
Suspected witches were often arrested quickly. Many were brought before local courts.
Interrogations often followed the arrest. Authorities wanted confessions.
Some prisoners eventually confessed to witchcraft. Many did so under pressure or fear. Investigators searched for physical signs of witchcraft. These were called witch marks.
People believed witches could fly or transform into animals. These stories spread widely.
Some confessions described secret gatherings of witches. These meetings were called Sabbaths.
Fear grew across many regions of Europe. Entire communities began searching for witches.
Witch trials became more common during the 1500s. Courts across Europe heard these cases.
Many people convicted of witchcraft were executed. Punishments varied across different regions. Historians estimate tens of thousands were accused. Many of them were women.
Eventually, some scholars began questioning the trials. They argued the accusations lacked real evidence.
By the late 1600s, witch hunts began to decline in Europe. But the belief had already spread far beyond. By the 1600s, European settlers brought these beliefs to North America. The fear of witchcraft did not disappear.
Puritan communities believed in a constant struggle between good and evil. Witchcraft was seen as a real threat.
Life in the colonies was often harsh and uncertain. Fear could spread quickly in isolated towns.
In 1692, these conditions came together in one place, Salem Village.
Several young girls began showing unusual behavior. No clear explanation was found. Soon, accusations of witchcraft began. The panic spread quickly.
Special courts were created to judge the accused. Evidence often came from visions and dreams.
Over time, several people were executed. Others remained imprisoned for months.
Eventually, some leaders began to question the trials. The evidence seemed unreliable.
The community slowly returned to normal, but the damage remained.
Over time, many people recognized the trials as a mistake. Some officials later admitted their errors.
The Salem trials were not the beginning of witchcraft fears. They were part of a much longer history.
In modern times, beliefs about witchcraft have changed. Many now see it as folklore or tradition.
Stories about witches continue in books and films. The idea has become part of popular culture. Today, the witch has become a symbol. Its meaning depends on who tells the story. The idea of witchcraft has changed over time, but the fear behind it has appeared in many forms.
Throughout history, people have searched for explanations during uncertain times. Sometimes, those explanations led to fear. In many cases, innocent people were affected by these beliefs. Their stories are still remembered today.
The history of witchcraft spans centuries and cultures. It continues to be studied today.
The idea of witches has never fully disappeared. It has simply changed with time.
So why did so many people believe in witches? And why did that belief last for so long? Historians continue to study these events. Some questions still remain.
The story of witchcraft reveals how beliefs can shape reality, and how fear can influence decisions.
The witch hunts ended long ago, but the ideas behind them still appear in different ways today.